Hello everyone and welcome back to Skyrim. Firstly, I apologize for there having been fairly few episodes recently. The Gamescom kind of took up a lot of my time, and I did not have as many episodes prepared as I thought I did. So I released what I had and then I'm now re-recording. Well, I'm just recording more. So yeah, it'll be probably it will have been a few days of Skyrim deprivation for you guys, unless you watched it somewhere else, of course. But yeah, I will now continue, and I do have in-game sound. Okay, and I'm hoping the in-game sound records.
Spare a coin for a poor old woman.
Last time I recorded Minecraft, I think it didn't record the in-game sound somehow, even though I set it up correctly. And when I restarted, well, when I checked and had it set up exactly the same way, it did record it again, so
A few septims for
I don't know. Anyway, we are supposed to help the Stormcloaks get this random crown, which might make people be more supportive of Ulfric Stormcloak. So I'll travel to Fort Dunstad, which seems to be fairly close. No, I really don't want to adopt an orphan, thank you. And just to mention it, I have still not looked at the Hearthfire's DLC at all. I have no idea how to build my own house. Oh yeah, we just see a little bit of a hint about these dragon masks, which we've already found a few of. And that's our direction. Yeah, I still don't know how to build those houses. I will eventually probably figure it out. I have no idea if these guys down there are enemies. Probably, but I don't care to fight them right now. This is completely the wrong way. I'll try to avoid fighting. Okay, so apparently these are Imperials, and
None of your concerns. Better clear out. Move along.
and they appear to be fairly aggressive.
Last warning. Get away from there or else.
But I think I can avoid fighting them. Just in the interest of time, really. I did fight worse things than Imperial soldiers. Alright. I'll just have to come slightly closer to this building again. I think it was full of bandits when we came here before and we killed them all, and probably because we progressed in the Civil War quest, it's now occupied by the Imperial soldiers. Yeah, one more thing, because I currently don't have access to my my netbook, which I usually have set up to have the timer running. I now use the timer on my mobile to kind of find the cutoff time for the 30-minute episodes. Since this is something I'm not really used to, it might well be that I forget to check it, and
I heard something. I knew I heard something.
we might thus have a slightly longer episode. If it's too long, I'll cut it, but alright. Yeah, I usually try to avoid having to cut videos. I'm still looting these spiders, even though I don't really need the frostbite venom, simply because I might get some of my arrows back. I don't see any enemies here, so maybe this is just a random shrine to...
Where'd you come
Oh,
from?
well, there's an enemy, I guess. Or multiple ones. And I should not die. Plentiful healing. Oh, why not? These are very difficult to hit if all you have is a bow. Okay, and there's a frostbite spider. They're easy enough, so...
Who's there? That'll teach you.
Yeah, if you see me randomly sorting the inventory of my my killed enemies, that's because I'm using the commands from Fallout, where pressing the A key will simply loot all the items from an enemy, whereas here it switches to the potions tab, I guess. Alright, so what is this? A Shrine of Telos. Oh, stealing good. Yay. If I remember correctly, this is the guy which the Nord are not allowed to worship anymore,
Yes?
because the elves seem to have issues with that. Don't ask me why exactly. I'm sure it's explained somewhere, I just never read the explanation myself. And just to check. Active effects. So the time between shouts is reduced 0%. I think that's a random. There we go. That's a random glitch. If you're wondering why I just opened the menu again, if you hit the caps lock key, it slows your movement down. You walk like this. And I hit it by accident, and then I hit it again while I was in the menu. And while I'm in the menu, it won't cancel the the decreased movement speed. So I had caps lock turned off on my computer, but I was still moving slowly, so I just did the same thing again. Hit it once while I was not in the menu, then hit it again while in the menu. I don't like it if that light on the keyboard is glowing. Anyway, here's the people we're supposed to meet to get that crown.
Hail, ill-filled.
Ha! I knew you'd join up. Great news. We'll take back Skyrim together, eh? I'm glad I'll have you beside me in there. This place chills my blood, and I don't care who knows it.
Okay, what are you talking about?
These old ruins. My father always told me to stay away from them. Good advice, I'd say. But never mind all that. We've got a job to do, and nothing's going to stand in our way. Hail, Galmar.
What's the situation?
Cold as the inside of an ice wraith. That and some Imperials are camped out around the entrance, staying nice and warm around their fires.
Imperials? Well, if they're keeping themselves comfortable, let's slip in and send them to their graves that way. What's the Legion doing here? Damn Imperial spies! Well, should be fun for us at least. They don't seem to know we're here yet. Ready to spill some Imperial blood for Skyrim?
Hold on, I need a minute.
Even the Imperials might eventually decide to patrol their perimeter. Get yourself ready.
I'll fight the entire Legion myself.
I'm technically ready. I would just prefer to just fight them myself, to be quite honest. Throw voice. I love that ability.
Show their faces here.
Perimeter. Get yourself ready.
So apparently there's some Imperials here. And we have a really cool way to check it.
Oh, my God!
Oh, so close. I might be a little out of reach, to be honest. I can hit that guy. There we go. Let's try that guy as well. Nicely done. Alright. Now over there. Again, they might be slightly out of reach. Oh. Oh, I think that's my people.
I'm getting out of here.
That's the slightly annoying bit about these Stormcloak quests. You tend to not be alone. And so,
Call yourself a warrior?
the enemies are occasionally in the way. Well, no, not the enemies, your friends.
Fox on the Empire.
I see enemies walking around there and I suddenly say enemies. For some reason. I think we got most of them though. Yeah, so some of these siege missions won't be as nice for us because we won't be able to take full advantage of our sneaking, sniping gameplay style, I guess. Simply because, similar to how Lydia doesn't really understand sneaking, and the same really goes for Serana as well, but I think she's kind of not with me at the moment, which is nice. Okay, so that's just a normal bandit. There's one more Imperial down here. He was the one I got from a really good distance. Oh, and there's Serana. Well, that's okay.
That's the way I like it. Short and bloody. They never knew what hit them. But do not make the mistake of underestimating the Legion. Plenty of them are Nords, same as us. We had the advantage of surprise this time, but things won't be so easy from here on out. Enough talk. Let's go kill some Imperials.
Hello?
Okay. So yeah, I'm afraid if I snipe kill one of those people, my friends will just charge in and the element of surprise will be gone. Did I just take everything? I don't even know. I think I did. Yeah, you guys go on ahead. I'll be right back.
Pick a man and put him down. We attack on my signal. Time to show what you're really made of. For Skyrim!
Stormcloaks.
So, yeah, I don't really want to shoot arrows too much into that, into the thick of combat, I guess. No, I don't want to pickpocket either. Yeah. Eventually, if I hit my friends too often, they will cease being my friends. I guess somehow they don't enjoy being shot. I'll have to get back into the controls a little bit and then I'll be back to my usual slightly faily but reasonably solid skill level. I think this is locked, yep. And I don't really care if my Stormcloak friends die, as long as I'm not the one killing them. Okay, so they went this way and they killed another guy. They have very boring drops. They sometimes have small amounts of gold or an arrow, but usually these Imperial soldiers here don't have anything valuable. I believe it's just so that you can't exploit it in the way that you let your Stormcloak friends kill them and then you don't do anything
I
yourself.
don't like the look of this. Perfect spot for an ambush. 10 to 1, they're just waiting for us on the other side.
I'm
But
lost,
there
guys.
isn't any other way through.
Oh, you sure about that? Then please, be my guest and go strolling on in there. We'll stay here and watch your back.
Must be the Stormcloaks. Find them.
Okay, I'm slightly sorry I'm avoiding the Stormcloak people a little bit, but
See if you can find another way through. We'll charge in to help as soon as we hear fighting.
I have completely lost where they are.
Don't give them a chance to warn the others.
Who's there?
And
I knew I heard something.
yeah, I can deal with them by myself this way. And oh, look, there's my Stormcloak friends. That's nice. I don't know if I somehow took a substantially faster route here or a very much slower. I don't remember exactly. I didn't do this mission too often. And I think I usually just rushed through because it's not that interesting. But yeah, it worked out. We cleared the way for our friends. Well, hey, aren't we nice? And I'm guessing... yeah, here they are. Oh, another one. Oh, he's got some stuff. I'm not gonna use torches, by the way.
In the 9 holds is that?
Draugr, ain't you ever seen one before?
No, and I'm not sure I'm better off for it now neither.
Steady. A few dusty bone walkers aren't going to stop us any more than the Imperials could. We are not
Bone walkers is a really nice word.
came for.
I just noticed.
Now let's keep
Didn't hear that dialogue the last time I went through here. It's a nice name for Draugr. Bone walkers. Sounds cool. Regardless, I've got to keep pressing some button on my mobile phone so the screen lights up, because otherwise I can't read anything. Goes into energy saving mode ridiculously quickly after about 10 seconds, maybe 15. I don't really care if my friends do the work. I'm not under-leveled at the moment, so I prefer the experience myself, of course, but I don't want to miss too many opportunities to loot enemies. Because occasionally they do have some gold or some arrows. Oh. And this is again a wonderful opportunity to use one of our shouts, and that would be the Whirlwind Sprint. Allowing us to pass through this trap without taking damage. And we can loot this guy as well. And as a reward we get a healing potion. Well, that's average. I should give Serana a better weapon, but...
the Hall of Stories. We must be getting close now.
Oh, I've heard of this.
okay. Let me just...
Too bad we can't read these cards.
I need to read this
Who
thing.
knows what secrets we'd uncover.
Okay, so the way I see it, it's
One
wolf,
thing at a
moth,
time.
dragon.
We are here for the crown. Any of these carvings show a crown.
The problem... didn't want to do that.
Looks like this.
The problem is, one of these, and I don't know which one of these,
Imperials
these
got.
dungeons with the
Even if one of
claw
these
things,
pictures tells us
it was
where the
kind of
crown
glitched
is,
where you couldn't look at
I'm
the
betting
claw
we're
when
going
you
to have
picked
to
it up or
find a
something,
way
so
through that door. See what you can figure out, Unblooded. I'm going to check out those carvings over
okay,
here.
I
Let
need
me
the
know if you
wolf up
find
top, and then that should
That
be fine.
looks like some kind
I
of
might be
claw from a
misremembering, it might
statue.
have been that glitch has been
job.
fixed long ago, but I prefer just doing it
All
this
right,
way.
everyone. Keep your guard up. No telling what we'll find out
So, in case anyone's watching at the moment, or if you want to take some... If you want to influence my future gameplay, I guess. We've got multiple options at the moment. We could continue the Dawnguard stuff.
See what we've got. Unblooded, do what you do best. See if you can find some way to get that gate open.
I think I'm the Unblooded, if I remember correctly. So yeah, we could continue along the Dawnguard quest. There's a fairly interesting but also fairly lengthy bit coming up there, which is just a single mission, which is gonna probably fill
You see a lever in
maybe
there.
3 or 4 episodes. I'll get it open, don't worry guys. Alternatively, we could continue just
Looking unblooded.
the Civil War quest here, which I'm currently doing. Those tend to be fairly repetitive, but there's some interesting stuff mixed in as well. Or I guess what we could also do is...
How's it going, unblooded?
Something happened. Did that open? No, it shifted something. This, I would guess. But yeah, or we could also do the dragon masks, the dragon priest mask things, which we found 3 of already, I believe. Yeah, we could also take these, and does that do? Okay, I can lock myself in for some reason. Yeah, I believe there's 3, no, there should be 8 in total. Ouch. Did I miss the trap or... Oh, flawless amethyst. Yeah, I did miss the trap. Oh well. It was fairly survivable. Open up. And we could go on hunting for these, which will probably include interesting boss fights again. Challenging ones, at least. And if we get all of them, we can also get a special 9th mask somehow. But as I said, or maybe I didn't,
Looking unblooded. There's got to be some way to get that thing open.
it's been a while since I did the Dragon Quest. I've only done that once, the Dragon Mask stuff. And I seem to remember that the final reward is not that good. But we could do that as well.
How's it going,
And of course, if you want to see any other side quests, feel free to
That's done it. All right, boy.
mention them, I guess.
We've got more.
Oh,
Steady
look.
now.
Where'd you
They
come
may be
from?
uglier than Imperial. Just the name. Hit. Like the bite of a flea.
Damn dustman. Why don't you stay dead?
Why don't you stay dead?
That'll teach you.
Kill. Let's hope that's the last of them. Come on. Let's see what's down this way.
Yeah, you do that, but I'll still loot these guys for a bit. I do like the paralysis poison. I rarely ever use it, but basically because it feels too valuable. But it seems like a very nice effect, paralyzing enemies for a certain time. And I guess if you reapply this, you could probably paralyze lock or stun lock would be the usual term, I guess. You might be able to stun lock enemies, which is nice. Forces them to do nothing while you just wail on them. Okay, I'm guessing there's no point in sneaking with these guys running. Straight in and trying to hit anything with their massive hammers.
The crown must be around here somewhere.
Okay.
Spread out and keep your eyes open.
So I'm certain it will not come as a surprise that that corpse will not exactly stay dead. It's a Draugr Deathlord, but since we already finished the main quest, a Draugr Deathlord isn't really that
Damn
surprising
dustman.
anymore.
Why don't you stay dead?
Why don't you stay dead?
It just doesn't help that my friends keep getting in the way.
If I can just stand up.
But I think they were invincible. Usually when my allies start crawling around on the floor instead of just dying, often that means they're invincible.
Get the crown off that Draugr.
No more enemies? Okay. What does he have? An ebony sword, elven arrows, and some gold. Those were my arrows. I'm taking them back. And I'm talking kind of not very clear at the moment, and I'm sorry for that. Amulet, ebony greatsword. I can carry that. And the jagged crown. For a total of 5,000 gold. Oh, wait.
Get to Windhelm with the crown as quick as you can. Tell Ulfric he owes me a drink. We'll stick around here for a while and see if we can find anything else useful.
Yeah, you do that. That's fine. I can certainly find something useful. Okay. What are you gonna be? Time. Slow time. Okay. Well, let me just check. Slow time. Okay. Well, I have 8 dragon souls, so I could unlock whatever I wanted, but... increased attack speed... Yeah, slow time doesn't seem that useful at the moment, so... Oh. I almost forgot that chest. Apprentice should be feasible. Yeah. Of course. Not exactly anything good in it. But what can you do? Oh, I can take the torch. I thought maybe I could do something with it. I thought it might have been like a hidden entrance to something. You know, like the bookshelves where you pull out a certain book and the door opens. I thought it might have been something similar. And this should probably lead us back to... yeah, to the door that was locked from the other side. You will see this quite often in dungeons in Skyrim. You've already seen it quite often if you followed the LP, actually. They tend to give you a quick way out. So you have to fight. You only have to fight one way through the dungeon, and the way back would usually be free of enemies, and they cut down on the walking by often giving you shortcuts. And apparently, since I'm level 30, or 31 actually, I do find quite a few ebony weapons now, which is nice for my gold. Yes, I would like to see the map, please. Thank you. Don't know why it didn't do anything. Apparently I didn't clear this dungeon, but I think the message about the dungeon being cleared is a little, I don't know, random. But now we want to fast travel back to Windhelm. Although much of Skyrim is cold and unforgiving, Windhelm is the snowiest city in the province. Yeah, I think it might be the snow which is slowing down the frame rate so much, actually. But the thing is, if I turn it down now, in the city where apparently something is causing massive lag spike, it'll also look, I don't know, slightly more boring and slightly less good anywhere else in the game, and I don't feel like reducing the graphic quality just for this one city. I guess you're just gonna have to deal with these slight lag spikes here. I mean, it's fine now, but I have no idea what causes it. And again, a black loading screen. I should really check if these actually record, because occasionally loading screens don't get recorded, even though my overlay tells me it is. Alright.
I do the cooking and cleaning around the palace.
That's nice of you. I've got a bit of a crown for you.
The Empire thinks it holds Valkyrie from us, but the souls of Skyrim's bravest are buried there and will fill our hearts and strengthen our blades.
Okay, here's the jagged crown. I believe you owe Galmar a drink.
Damn him. That old bear was right. Did you run into any trouble?
Nothing I couldn't handle.
That's the spirit. I'll get all the details from Galmar when he gets back. Now then, I'm glad you're here. I have a message I need delivered to the Jarl of Whiterun. Deliver this axe to Balgruuf the Greater.
Should I say anything to him?
Men who understand each other often have no need for words. There are but a few simple truths behind one warrior giving another his axe. Balgruuf will know my meaning.
Understood.
Keep your wits about you. The Jarl of Whiterun is known for his temper.
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land. Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
By the divines, I'm tired.
Okay. I'll figure out in a recording break what I need to do to buy the house in Windhelm. I thought it was just finishing that quest for the butcher quest thing, but maybe I'll have to do some more Stormcloak stuff. I think maybe I'll have to actually be accepted into them, because they still called me unblooded. So I'm not certain if I'm a fully fledged member yet. I did swear that oath, but I don't know if it counts. Regardless, Ulfric now wants us to take his axe to Whiterun. And we're at 30 minutes. Well, hey, I almost forgot to check. When I have it on my netbook, I always have the timer there. When I have it on the mobile phone now, I need to press a button so I can actually see it. The crossbows used by the Dawn Guard fire a deadly first shot, however they are slow to reload, which is why I'm currently sticking to the bow, which actually has a faster loading time even, because that's its inherent effect. High Elves, also known as Eldmer, are native of Somerset Isle. It's an ancient land shrouded in mystery. And just an interesting trivia, Somerset Isle has never been featured in any of the, well, never as an explorable area in any of the Elder Scrolls games.
Was you convinced the Jarl to trap that dragon?
There's no official Elder Scrolls game where you can visit the islands, basically. I don't think there's any in-game map of the entire region of Cyrodiil. Tamriel, not Cyrodiil. Cyrodiil is just one province. Okay, so journal, message to Whiterun. And I guess I'll do that next time. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'm sorry again for the delay with these Skyrim videos. I'll see you soon.